Grandma, please introduce yourself to us.
My student son, my name is Josephine Jackson. My name, when I got married only I got Josephine Jackson. Otherwise I am Josephine Fertile.
Okay, Grandma, and what year were you born? What's your birth date?
Birthday February 25th, my birthday.
Which year?
I was born in 1915.
Who are your parents' names?
My
Parents' names?
my father's name is Peter.
Peter Fertile. And your mother's name?
Mother's name is Maria Fertile.
And you were born where?
And born in my mother's house.
Where?
And in Ernakulam.
Okay.
Yeah. And I was with, till 14 years I was with my grandmother.
Okay. Grandma, have you met any other politicians in your life?
And I had travelled with Mr. Gandhiji's wife, Kasturibai.
Okay.
And with two children of mine.
What is the name of the children?
Eldest is Brian Jackson.
Okay.
He was 5 years.
Okay.
And the second one was Wilfred Jackson.
Okay.
3 months old.
Okay.
I travelled along with them, with Kasturibai. Kasturibai from Madras. I am also going to Madras with my brother and husband.
And why are you going to Madras?
Because my husband was from the military. He was in the army.
And did you have a conversation with this, what's her name? With Kasturi, did you have Kasturi Bai, did you have a conversation with? Did you speak to her?
He was travelling long time.
Yeah.
From Europe to Madras, we were travelling. And when I used to go to my bathroom with the bottle to wash, he will carry my children. She will carry and carries my children.
Very good, very good. Grandma, can you tell us about your experiences with the Cochin Maharaja's daughter? Tell her, what was her name?
Raja Lakshmi.
Raja Lakshmi. Tell us a little bit about her and your experience with her.
Yeah.
Tell us any experiences you had with her.
Any?
Experiences with her, memories.
He'll come to my house with the horse and carriage. I never used to go to her house.
No.
I had no chance.
Okay.
Only school night we are.
Okay.
And the school she'll come and meet together and she'll come home to take my photo along with her. That is Cochin Maharaj and we'll send her.
Okay. Okay. Grandma, can you tell us about the life of Sister Alphonsa?
That is?
Who is going to be canonized as a saint on the 10th of October, 2008.
Yeah. Sister Superior, St. Mary's Convent, called my father to give a house for 4 nuns. Sister Alphonsia, Sister Selina, Sister Arcangela, Sister Agnes. And these 4 nuns were staying in my father's house. And I was a great visitor for them. I was learning in 7th standard.
Okay.
Even the doctor stopped me going there because they had, I think, TB or something.
Okay.
But I used to ideally go there.
Okay.
And my Sister Alphonsia was lying on a foam bed.
Foam bed, okay.
But our doctor was Dr. C.L. Joseph. He told she cannot take foam bed.
Okay.
She was lying on a rope bed.
Really?
So my father came and took I was lying on a rope bed with a bed.
Okay.
So my father came and took my bed, and kept the bed and took the cot for Sister Alphonsia.
Okay.
So I was lying, Sister Alphonsia was lying on my bed, on my cot, rope cot.
Right. And then how did her health progress? Her health. How was her health?
Their life was, doctor was seeing daily evening, 5 o'clock doctor is visiting these 4 nuns.
Yeah, please ask her. Then?
And they had 2 servants also.
Okay.
Rosa Kuti and Maria Kuti.
Okay, very good.
Used to bring lot of things from their convent. They came from Clara convent.
Okay.
And they went back to Varambarananganam.
Okay. And then what was your experience with her?
And sister, we were very friendly. After
What you should talk about, yeah.
Yeah. And we used to talk each other, all nuns and myself.
Okay.
All are very fond of me.
Okay.
Yeah. And towards last, after 2 years also, they were not keeping too well. So they had to go to Baranangana.
Okay.
They died there. Sister Alfonsia also died there. And they buried her in the usual cemetery.
Really?
In Baranangana.
Okay.
After that, she started showing each miracles there.
Which miracles? What were the miracles?
In Baranangana.
Like what miracle?
That time she was about 26, I think.
Okay.
After she died 26 years.
What was the first miracle?
First
Miracle. What was the first miracle that happened?
nature, they were very good to me. And I too was very good to them.
Right. But what was the first miracle? Do you know the miracles that she performed?
That is because they were sick, they came for treatment.
Okay. Grandma, tell us about your experience with Mother Teresa.
Mother Teresa, how I met Mother Teresa, I'm going to tell.
Okay. Tell us.
From Cochin house, I came to my son Lambert's house in Bangalore.
Okay.
And my third house was Mother Teresa's home.
Okay.
So I used to go for daily mass there in the chapel.
Okay.
And all the 7 sisters were my friends.
Alright.
And especially Mother Teresa. She'll come once in a way from Calcutta
Okay.
to her home.
Right.
So I used to visit her always.
Okay.
They used to visit me always.
What was the name of the chapel?
Chapel, Mother Teresa's home.
Okay. Then?
And 7 sisters were there and little babies were there to bring up.
Okay, then?
So I used to visit them always.
Okay.
And all the sisters were very fond of me.
Okay.
And I too was going to visit them always.
How often would you visit them?
Every morning for Mass, I'll go 7 o'clock Mass.
Okay.
I used to visit Bishop and the priest to saying the Mass.
Okay.
And even my Bishop, after the Mass one day, came to my house to see my husband. So we were very friendly. Mother Teresa also very friendly with me.
Okay, and tell us some of the conversations you and Mother Teresa had.
Yes.
You talked to her. What did you talk to Mother Teresa about?
Mother Teresa was a very pious lady.
Okay.
And we used to sit, I too used to ask her all about her life. And she gave me one book of hers to read the stories.
What stories?
And her life.
Okay. Did she present you with any medals or anything?
Pardon?
Did she give you any medals or any?
No, when she came, she couldn't find anybody. One Gujarati girl only joined in the convent along with Mother Teresa.
What about her slipper? How did you fix?
That is one day she was coming. Usually before she could come, all the nuns will keep me in the room, in their room, and go to visit Mother Teresa. From the plane as they were getting down, Mother Teresa's slippers burst.
Okay, then?
And then Sister Emily took the slippers. When they came home, Mother came without slippers.
Okay.
And when came home, Sister Alfonsia, Sister Emily used to bring the slipper to my house and gave to my Michael.
Okay.
About 11 o'clock in the night.
Alright.
And through my force, Michael went to and called one chakala. He refused to get them. But when he told about Mother Teresa's name, the chakala got up and seized the slippers and gave. And Michael kept the slippers on my dining table.
Okay.
And I was adoring the slipper.
Really?
Thinking that she'll become a saint.
Okay.
And like that I was adoring. Even Mother Teresa, I was so very fond of her. She used to catch me on my cheeks and kiss me. I used to kiss her on her hand. I have taken many photos with her. So those days I was wearing it sari.
Okay.
Yeah. And everything passing the life. then Mother Teresa will go once in a day to different places.
Grandma, can you tell us about your marriage?
Yes, I had many proposals, but my father didn't take up anything. He was waiting for me to become 19 years. At 19 years, my father, mother, and my grandmother together brought this offer. My husband, my Nelson Jackson. I had to receive with good heart, and he was a very nice fellow. After 4 years only, I got one child. That is my Brian.
Wait. First, tell us about little bit more about what was the process of the marriage? How did your father convince you to marry Nelson?
Yeah.
How did your father convince you to marry Nelson? You didn't meet him.
My father's brother-in-law bought this offer.
Nelson.
Nelson. That is.
And how did he look? How did he look when you met him?
Yeah.
When you saw him, what did he look like?
That is, through his brother-in-law, he brought this offer for me. That
Okay.
is his sister's husband.
Okay.
Yes, Paul Rosario. He brought this offer for me.
Okay.
Through my father.
And what did you think when you first met him?
The first matter, my photo was on the table. So he took and saw the photo soon after coming. This Nelson Jackson.
Okay.
Why this photos kept here? Then Daddy told that was my daughter's birthday on February 25th. So we took the photo. Then he told my birthday also 28th February. So all were very happy. And my daddy and mummy immediately fixed my marriage.
They liked the boy. Liked the boy.
I didn't like the boy first.
Why? Why? You're such a handsome.
I didn't like, because I wanted to go to the convent. My father didn't allow because I was the only girl. So that means I wanted to go to the convent to become a nun.
And Nelson was very handsome when you met him.
Very nice fellow.
What color hair?
Yes, but one side this jaw was little big, so I didn't like it. Then Daddy told no, that I will see to that.
See to the jaw.
One jaw, little side. It was little big, Mama. So I didn't like. I tell the own truth now.
But then how is his hair and color?
Color with curly hair. I like his hair, very curly hair, very fair, very handsome, good body. I was only 50 years old, 50 years weight for me that time.
You were 50 weight?
50 pounds.
50 pounds?
50 pounds I was weight. He was very strong and broad chest, everything.
Okay. So he was a macho guy?
Yeah, he was my, as my husband I took him.
Okay, and then tell us about the actual wedding, the wedding day.
Wedding day, lot of people whom I know, but I was crying a lot. Then this Dilliger's husband and Penny's husband was 5 years and 6 years.
Their fathers.
Their husband's
father. Their husband's fathers.
They came to wish me and my husband, bride and bridegroom.
What are the names? Can you tell us their names?
Manuel Almeida. Manuel Almeida, these children's father, brought these two children to me. They wished me and they came to the bridal seat and wished. But today they are my children. Got married. After so many years only I got it. After 4 years only I got my eldest son.
And who were the bridesmaid for your wedding? Who was your maid of honor, your bridesmaid?
One is Lou Almeida.
And then?
One Miss De Sosa.
Okay, and who are these people? Your cousins?
They are very friendly with me, church-going friends.
Okay.
And another one De Sosa. 3 bridesmaids I had.
Okay, and who were the best men?
Best men, one was one De Sosa, one was one Almeida. That all names I don't know, darling.
Okay.
The best
No
friends.
problem.
I was not friendly with these boys,
Yeah, that's right. No problem. And what about, do you remember who the flower girl was, who the priest was?
Yes. Flowers all each one brought. I had lot of flowers. And I was, by the grace of God, I had good married life.
And do you have that? Do you have the wedding ring right now? The same wedding ring?
Wedding ring, even now I got in my hand.
Okay, we're going to focus on the wedding ring.
64 years, this ring is on my hand. My husband got put my ring. My godfather gave the ring, wedding ring.
How much does this ring cost then, Grandma? How much did this ring cost?
How much the ring cost?
Yeah, in those days, how much?
Those days, 23 rupees a sovereign.
23 rupees a sovereign.
A sovereign.
Okay, and just to compare that, what was the cost of rice in those days?
What is the cost of?
Rice.
Rice. 4 rupees. A bag of rice.
Was 4 rupees and the gold ring was 23 rupees. Okay, just to get a comparison. Alright.
Then.
Okay. Alright, Grandma, can you please tell us about your husband?
Yeah.
Nelson Jackson.
Yeah. My husband was very loving. I may shout at him. But after some time he'll ask me, finish your shouting. Other than that, he will never tell anything. Then I will tell, yes, I finished shouting. He will never have a hard word or anything. Till his death, he will never talk Malayalam.
Okay, but he acted in a Malayalam movie. How he acted in the Malayalam movie?
Very fond of Malayalam love marriage, love stories. And he will ask me to repeat what to him. I'll repeat everything. Then he'll call me, you like only love marriage? I told, yeah. He too like only Malayalam love marriage. That I must repeat to him.
What about the movie he acted in? Didn't he act in a movie?
Yes, he acted one movie.
What's the name of the movie?
That movie, children knows Baba.
Guruji or Vak.
Guruji was master.
And what was his role in the movie?
That I will tell.
Okay.
I had one boy, one Muslim boy, but he was little bit bad for me. I didn't like. So I told my husband to go and leave that boy to his father. That is in Kochi.
This is the movie?
We were in Bangalore. So he went to leave that child. His father came and asked, Daddy, Jackson, you like to act in movie? Then Daddy told, yes, I like to act in movie. But I don't know to talk Malayalam. I can talk only English. Yes, you can talk in English. As he told, that fellow took him to act in Malayalam movie. That is a proposal for Seema, Chakaradi, Sukumari. These people all are acting in that. So after acting, he came and told me, darling, I started acting. I didn't believe at all. Then the picture came, I believed that. Even now the picture has come, I will cry.
What was his name in the movie?
Same name, Jackson.
What? Mr. Jackson.
With a hat and with a book in his hand.
Okay. Now, usually, what would he wear when he goes out on the street? What he'll wear?
Very, very stylish.
Really?
Even if he goes to evening to go out also, he's very stylish. Sometimes I'll ask why you are going. He's very stylish. Really, he will get out.
And what he'll wear? Like what kind of clothes?
Pant and shirt, only he'll wear.
And always ironed nicely.
That all here. That everything.
Full sleeve shirt or half sleeve?
Everything is.
Full sleeve shirt. Full sleeve shirt.
Full sleeve shirt. With the collar and the thing. Very stylish he will dress.
Okay. And his hat?
Yes, cap. Without cap he will never go out. And even that movie, he has got the cap.
Really? Okay. Grandma,
Yes.
Tell us about your golden wedding anniversary, your 50 years of marriage to Nelson Jackson.
Yes.
Where was the celebration?
Wedding conducted in Dubai.
How was the wedding? How many of your children were
3
there?
days they kept up the wedding.
3 days?
3 days they kept up the wedding in Dubai.
Golden wedding.
Oh yeah, golden marriage.
And then who all your children were here?
All my children were there. All my 8 children were there, enjoyed. And my father and mother was there.
And did you have a party? Did you have a party?
Yes, very great party. We had great dance. Even I didn't know to dance, but he was teaching me to dance.
Nelson, Grandpa Nelson was teaching you how to dance.
Yeah. Yeah, he was very, very strict to dance. Wherever there is dance, he will run.
He'll run for the dance.
Yes.
And you would jive with him?
Oh,
You would do jive with him?
Yes, that he used many things in the dance. But I will join only grandmas and lances.
Okay.
After that, I will sit in my place.
Very good. Very good. Grandma,
Yeah.
how long were you married to Nelson for?
How long,
Yeah, how many years married?
54 years.
50
After my 50th year, 50th ring I got in my hand. 48 passed out. Because he was in the Navy, he had asthma. Through that asthma, in sleep in the hospital, he passed out. He was 79 years old that time.
And where did he pass away, Grandma? It was in Bangalore.
Bangalore.
Okay. Grandma, can you name your children?
Name.
Yeah, names of all your children.
First,
Eldest first.
first one, Brian Trevor Jackson.
Second.
Wilfred, Ian Merrill Wilfred.
Third.
Third by Dilligan. By Dillis Helen Rose.
Wow. Fourth.
Fourth, Jacqueline Pamela Mari.
Fifth.
After that, Cheryl Beverly Elizabeth.
Sixth.
After Cherry, my Lambert Nelson Joseph.
Seventh.
Then after that, Penny Fatima Margaret.
Eighth.
Then my Renzi Herman Peter, my 8th child.
Grandma, tell us about life with your 8 children.
I had happy life with my 8 children. I will wake them up early morning.
What time?
About 5 o'clock I will wake them up, dress them, wash them, and even the little baby. I dress and I will take to church. For 7 o'clock mass will be in church.
Daily mass.
Daily mass 7 o'clock, whether rain or whether sun.
Okay.
My youngest baby will be on my hip. And the other one is somebody, sometimes my Brian will be carried. All 8 children, daily mass I will tell. That is the only blessing. God bless me. I can, very well I can tell them. So, like that even now my children are going for daily mass, though they are married. They too got children. But not like mummy 8 children. They got 2 and 3. But still they are going for that daily mass. That is the greatest thing.
Grandma,
Yeah.
tell us about your adopted children.
I've got 5 adopted children.
What are their names?
The first child was 2 months old. His father and mother died with cholera.
What is his name?
His name is Sivan, Hindu. But made him a Christian, Anthony.
Anthony. What was the second adopted child's name?
The second one is Satish.
Satesh. Satesh was how old when he came to you?
He came about 7 years.
Okay, and then the third child?
And third child was my Prakash. He too was about 6 years.
Okay, fourth
And
child?
my Rahim. He too was about 7 years.
Okay. Fifth child?
And then that is 5 children I've got.
Who's the fifth child?
Who is the
Fifth, last child.
fifth one? No. Michael.
How old was he?
But Michael was a big boy.
How old?
He failed in the 10th standard and came because he had no other means. He was very poorly out. So his mother and my sister-in-law was friendly. So she brought.
And all these 5 children are still with you today, yes?
Yes, no, one after the other.
Okay.
When each one will grow, I will put them certain place to work. And all went down, each one.
And you will care for them, with food and clothes you will give them?
Yes, I used to give along my big children. Along my children, I used to feed my 8 children, 5 children also.
Grandma, can you tell us about your grandchildren?
I got 18 grandchildren, son. But it's very hard to tell all 18 children's names.
No problem.
My Kirky, Shelton, and they are the eldest one.
Okay.
Kirky, Shelton,
Dimpy.
who?
Dimpy. Lloydie, Dimpy, Andre.
Yes, all that. That is it. I told 18 grandchildren.
Who am I? My name?
And 7 great grandchildren.
Finish the grandchildren, Grandma.
Grandchildren 18.
Carl, Johan.
All together, darling. I cannot tell all 18 together. And the last one, grandchild, what? Calvin.
No.
The Renzi's son. Renzi's son was the last one, Calvin. He is 12 years now.
Okay. And then your great grandchildren?
7 great grandchildren he got.
Grandma, how old is your eldest grandchild?
Eldest grandchild, Kirky. Grandchild, Kirky and Shelton.
How old he is now?
Now they are 30, 33.
Okay.
Yes.
35. Okay. And your youngest grandchild is about 11 or 12, right?
12 years.
12, right, 12 years old. Okay. And how many great grandchildren you have?
7 I got, darling.
You have 7 great grandchildren.
Yeah.
Can you remember any of their names?
Names, of course, I don't know, but I got Kirky's 2 children, Shelton's 2 children,
Right.
and Dimpy's 1 child.
2.
2. Then now was born baby.
And also Kerrigan 1 child.
Kerrigan's 1 child.
Yeah.
And like that, 7 child.
7 grandchildren.
7
Tell us about your life with the grandchildren. Do you remember any stories about your grandchildren?
Grandchildren and myself very happy. Very close by. Each one, whenever I come to Sharjah or Dubai, all will come and see me. Each one will come and see me always. Then of course in Bangalore, when I am in Bangalore, some will come and see me if they are coming to Bangalore. I am very happy with my great grandchildren and grandchildren.
Okay. Grandma, can you tell us about that accident that you had?
For my son, I had a rickshaw.
What's his name?
Sam. So I told him to come 2 o'clock and come and take me to my church because that day was Good Friday and 3 o'clock was the Passion church. So I told him to come 2 o'clock. I waited for him, he didn't come. So I took an auto rickshaw and I went to church. As I reaching the church, one car came and knocked on my auto rickshaw and I was down dirt. I was senseless and my Jackie's son and then, my 2 grandchildren was dressing to come to church. I told them, you all come, but whenever I go to church, I must go and pray 1 rosary. Then only the priest can come to the altar. So I went early, my son. I made this accident, I fell. I had no sense. Nobody don't know me. So somebody went and asked my grandchildren, anybody's gone from here to church? And that my grandchildren told, yes, our grandmother went. He told, oh, then she must have made an accident. They ran and came and carried me and put me in my rickshaw and brought me home. Who saw? My neighbor, Sanda and husband saw. They ran and came and asked what happened. Then my children told, I didn't talk, I cannot talk. They took me to the hospital. They, 3 wounds I got. So my Jesus, Good Friday, that's what my priest also told. Good Friday, this accident I had, 3 wounds I had. Jesus' 3 wounds he gave me. Even I took money to open the crucifix and to put 10 rupees to, as usual, every Good Friday I used to do. But I couldn't.
And did Sam apologize for this?
And Sam did come. After that, about 1 week or something, I heard he was a drunkard bugger. He drinking and died.
No, but he was your friend or no? He was not a good guy. He was your friend?
No. It's only I want to recover.
Grandma,
Yeah.
can you relate the experience of your mother's death?
My mother's death. My mother had a happy death. 1 week early, she asked me, I went home for my uncle's funeral. That time my mother asked me to go to follow her the following week. But I told her I cannot come because my children are having examination. But she forced me. And my husband was in Bangalore. Previous day he came home. So I was dressing to go 5 o'clock in the morning. He asked, where you are going? Then I told my dad, Mummy told him go. So he told, I am also coming. We both together went. 7 o'clock, first we went for the 7th day of my uncle's birth. Mummy, I told like that only to my husband. When there, the mass was 10 o'clock, so it was very early. Then we both together went to Mummy's home. When I went there, they were surprised to see my husband because he was in Bangalore. Soon after he seeing, Mummy asked Nelson, when did you come? Then he told, yesterday, Mummy, I came to tell you about your children, my Mummy's children, they in Bangalore. And we were there. And my son, it will be a great thing if I tell that. And I was seated and talking to my mummy on the cot. Then my servant came from the market, brought fish, and I myself went and cleaned the fish and bought curry and meat. I asked my mummy, let me bring little rice for me. No. Mummy was seated on the cot. After Mass, she went for 7 o'clock Mass morning. Every day she'll go. And that day, when she got up, after Mass, she went to the boarding children. My children, till today, Nana came to church. You pray for Nana's soul. Why? No, you pray for Nana's soul, that's all I tell. Then the superior came and asked those children, what did Nana tell? Then they told Nana, called and told not to pray for her soul. Then superior called Mummy, Mrs. Vertel, why did you tell that? No, mother, I only asked to pray for my soul, that's all I want. Okay, then Mummy came up home also. When Mummy came from church only, myself and my Nelson came there. And we were very happy. Mummy was very, very happy. Saw me and Nelson. And she told, you sit down here. Afternoon, I asked Mummy, let me give the rice, little rice. Servant cooked everything. Told, no, you give me little coffee, little more milk. I don't want anything. I want little coffee. Only that coffee she drank that time. Nelson, myself, and the servant, my brother, cousin, he was there. We two together had the lunch. After lunch, Mummy told me to sit by the side. See, Nelson went to lie down. Daddy went to Daddy's room to lie down. Mummy told you come and sit with me. So Daddy told in the morning, you are not sending her for Mass. She's a person going for daily Mass. No, today she let her be with me. Mummy went to Mass, went for Mass and came. So I was seated with her and I was talking and sitting. So everybody finished eating. Nelson, yes, Mummy. Are you sleeping? No, Mummy, I am lying simply. Do one paper for me. My mother told my son-in-law. Nelson, yes, Mummy, I tell priest to come and see me. So Nelson don't know which is priest. So my daddy's shops are outside, 5 shops are saying daddy's. Nelson went to one Augustine, one fellow, and told, you call your priest because I don't want the priest here. We are from Cochin. So he pulled up to the priest. Immediately father came on the cycle. I am seated with mother. So who came there? Mummy's brother's son, Dr. Metokoilo. Now he is in America. He came and Nelson called the opposite doctor, Dr. Muhammad. These two doctors came over. Then they asked why? No, Mummy want to see them. Who told? My husband told. Then both the doctors are there. Father came with a cycle. Then Daddy took and put the chair, father seated there. Mary, yes. Why you called me? I wanted to see you. Did you go for Mass today? Yes, I went for Mass and Communion today. Then why did you call me? Then Mummy told Father, Father, I want my last rites. Why you want that last rites? Last rites we cannot give for everybody. The dying people only we can give last rites. If you want last rites, how can I give? No, Father, I want my last rites. Mummy told.
She knew she was going to die. How did she knew she was going to die?
She told this to Father, I want my last rite. Then only Father again told Mary, I cannot give the last rite for you. You and your daughter together sitting and talking when I came. No, Father, I want my last rite. Then Father looked at her face and told Mary, you lie down. I am seated close to mummy. Mummy laid there. I took the blue blanket and put on mummy's leg. Then mummy is telling me, Josie, remove that. Because father had to touch holy oil on my feet and holy oil on my hand. So you remove that. So I removed the blanket also. Father was surprised. Then father took this book and started reading. Reading, mum is lying like this. I am seated close to her on the bed. After reading some portion, she's listening to everything. Wide open her eyes. And both the doctors are there, standing. And last, I can see Father. The name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit. Stay. Mummy closed her eyes. When Father told her, Mummy closed her eyes. And Mummy's brother, son, doctor, like that showed to the other doctor. Then only I knew Mummy passed. Then we all started crying. And I sent the servant immediately to the convent to tell Mummy faster. Then those sisters and she came and told, Mummy, oh, the silly Mrs. Myrtle told to pray for her soul. She knew 1 week early that she will be going to leave me and going to the Jesus. 1 week early, 8 days early, she told me. Now we are hearing everybody telling that is sudden. That is sudden. Like a rogue it is coming. We everybody knows. But to Mummy, 8 days early she told. That is it. She told me, Josie, you must come. She forced me. Otherwise I wouldn't go because my children all having examination. So that was my mother's last.
Grandma, how was the economic situation of Cochin in those times?
My darling son, those days it was very poor state. He was drawing only 14 annas a day.
Who, Nelson?
Nelson.
14 annas.
14 annas a day as a tally clerk in the ship.
Okay.
After that only the army was called and he became a signaller, royal signaller. Then we were happy. But in these my poor days, I taught all my 8 children 11th passed government exam. Only that much I could afford. 11th standard, government exam, all 8 children passed. I am very happy that. I had 2 great friends to help me. One is Mr. and Mrs. Hart. They came from Bahrain. They were working in the bank.
Okay.
And one is Mr. and Mrs. Xavier. They were one of our Nelson's friends. These 2 families was helping him a lot.
Okay. And can you, like what kind of food would you eat every day?
Those days I'll give, no doubt I'll give rice and curry for the children. I may starve. I have starved many days. But my children I never starved. Anyway, I will feed them very good. Morning, kanji with katla curry. Afternoon, rice and curry. Afternoon, 1 o'clock when they come, I will no fan for us. I will be using the sieve to fan the rice, to cool the rice. And evening also, I buy some little knickknacks for the tiffin. Night, of course, I will give them rice and curry.
And was it cheaper to give them chicken, beef, or fish? What was the best? What was the food that you'd have most often, which you could afford most often?
For Christmas or good days, I will give them good food.
Like
even
what?
Each one's birthday.
Like what? Like what? Like what food?
Like food means I will have some chickens and ducklings I will bring up. I will kill the ducks or I will kill the chicken. I will use the eggs also for them. In that always I do. But I never starve my children.
And you kill the ducks and chicken yourself?
Yeah, I used to keep the eggs and hatch the ducklings. So the ducklings will be in my yard. Whenever I want to catch and kill, I will kill them. That is in November and December. They started laying eggs. So by the grace of God, I was little bit becoming big.
Okay, that's good. Okay. Grandma,
Ah.
tell us in the 93 years
Ah.
that you've experienced, can you tell us about how technology has progressed over the years and what kind of changes you've seen
Yes,
in the
there are
world?
many changes there is. Many changes. When I was young, I haven't seen computer, I haven't seen anything. But now by the grace of God, I am 93 years, I am seeing computer, I am seeing many other things also,
Color TV.
which I haven't seen. Color TV, everything I have seen now.
Travel by
But I am
aeroplane.
sorry, my husband didn't see anything. Computer, and nothing he have seen, only TV he has seen.
And I travel by
And
aeroplane.
You travel
And,
nowadays by aeroplane, right?
Yeah, and another thing for the son, when I was about 8 years old, and my uncle was 17 years old, my grandmother one day told us, my children, I am going to tell you one thing. Yes, Mama, Daddy, uncle told. Yes, you tell. Josie, you two must listen. I asked, yes, Dana. Now we haven't got train, we haven't got plane, we haven't got car. Only some very rich people not here. In Dubai, I don't know where it is. I've got some one or two cars. Now in India, we haven't got anything. So I'm telling you all, one day some people will become rich. That time they will fly like a crow. To fly like a crow. How can the people fly like a crow? My uncle asked. So uncle, Dad, also I asked Dana, how can we fly like a crow? We fly like a crow, darling, when got money. Money must have, only then we'll have. Are we not coming now? Flying and coming?
In the aeroplane.
Yes,
In
the
the
aeroplane.
Correct, that's
Yeah.
right. We are flying like crows.
So I'm very happy to
In the aeroplane, right,
Yeah.
right.
That I was only 8 years or 7 years, my grandmother told us. But today I myself coming in the plane.
Do you remember what the first time you went on a plane was? How did you feel?
I was coming, those days I must come from Cochin to Bombay. From Bombay,
But how was the first flight you went
first
on?
plane I went came Cochin. From
Did you feel
Cochin.
scared or were you no?
I was not scared, but I was brave because I heard about the plane, this thing, and sometimes I heard about the plane crash and that and this. Sometimes no, nothing. I was frightened. From Bombay, I come from Bombay. From Cochin, I come to Bombay. From Bombay, I have to wait for the plane from Dubai.
Okay.
I'll have to wait there for hours. Then I'll have some companions with me.
Okay.
Then I was only scared, I was sick, I was talking to everybody, very happy. And the plane comes, they'll announce from Dubai coming. So I
Okay.
come to
Okay. Okay. Grandma, how did your situation improve from those times?
Nice son. There is a recruitment there in Cochin. My below started going, but he was only 16 years, and with the shorts even for the see, and he was not taking it that because the superior told he must have ran out from the house because he was only 16 years old. With the shorts pant only. With the shorts only I used to send him to school also. So he told no, he didn't take. He cried and came home and told Mommy, Mommy, you better come. The next day, I dressed well and he was with the shorts only. I dressed him nicely and I took him to the superior. Then he told, your mother, I told yes, and you want to send this child in the ship. He's a small child. I told his ambition is there. From his younger days, his ambition, he wants to become a captain. So I agreed to that and I brought, no, sir, you must do that. I brought him thing. Yes, I can do if you are willing. Yes, I am willing. And he put his name, 11th November, he put his name to go to Vizag for the training. Then I was very happy. I thanked him, the superior, and came out. But 11th November, he must go to Vizag. And where I had seen Vizag, after that only I saw the Vizag when my Jackie and family went there. But he was doing his training. 150 rupees he used to get a day, a month, and he used to send 100 rupees for me. That 50 rupees he used to take for that shoes, polish, shoes, something all. And this 3 months only he worked. He was very clever there. So every time I used to get his letter after going. When he was going, the house was like a dead house. So he told me, Mummy, you don't cry. If you cry, I will never go. If I won't go, how will these 8 children, Daddy will never look after. So you sent me with the heart, with the happiness. Still I was crying and he ran off with a small suitcase. My bride ran me came and called him. He told, no, don't say, don't call me back. Mummy, he told me, Mama, if you send me, I will look after all the other children. And if you won't send me, we will be in the gutter there. So you send me with good heart. So I blessed to Holy Father and sent my son. And he was for training. 3 months old he was training. I used to get this letter always. I'm very happy.
Where you're staying now? Whose house you're staying now in?
Now I'm staying in my Lambert house.
Oh, tell us about Lambie's family. Who's that?
Yes, Lambie's son, wife and 2 children. 2 children are in America. They husband or wife is with me and I am with them. I am happy there.
Okay, what are their sons' names?
Names? Kirk and Carl and Joanne.
Ah, okay. And then how was Lambie and everything when he was young?
Lambie is my 6th son. And my daughter-in-law also, they are very happy with me. I am also very happy with my daughter-in-law and son.
Okay. And can you tell us about your daughter-in-law's mother, Anne Fosbury, was a friend of yours?
What that is?
Anne Fosbury.
Anne Fosbury.
My other grandma.
That is my Diane's mother.
Right.
She was very, very friendly.
A good friend of yours, correct?
But she passed up till today. I am praying for her soul.
She was a good friend of yours?
Yeah, nice person she was. She expired in Australia.
Right. Okay. Grandma, so tell us about your current life right now. In Sharjah, in the UAE.
And in UAE, darling, when I come to UAE, I will visit all my children.
Yeah.
I am very, very happy. And I will remain 1 week, few days with these children. But my long life with my Lambert and my wife. That is my story. I am happy with all my girls and boys. With my children I am happy.
Yeah.
My Jackie, my Dillis, my Penny, Cherry, all I am happy. With my sons also I am very, very happy. I am praying for my life to be little more longer. But I got lot of nuns and priests as lovers like. All loves me. Everybody loves me. My nuns and my priests. So I am also praying for them. They are praying for me. That's it.
Grandma,
Yeah.
thank you for this, for the interesting experiences that you've told us about, dating all the way back from 1950 to currently 2008.
Yeah.
I want to thank you for that, and I also want to ask you if you can give a blessing for all your children, your
Yeah.
grandchildren, great grandchildren, and your friends and family who are going to see this.
Yes, my son. Daily my prayers from all my 8 children, my 18 grandchildren, 8 in-laws, my great-grandchildren, my adopted children, my priests and nuns and my neighbors, everybody my prayers. Daily God is hearing my prayers. And whatever I am asking, in for Jesus giving me. Whatever I ask, He will do. The way I ask, I will cry and ask Him for Jesus. And He is giving me everything. I am very, very happy, my darling. This 93 and 4 months, I am happy these days. I hope God will keep me like this. And till my death, all will pray for me also in return. So I'll be happy, my son. I'm very, very happy. Very happy till today. My prayers are there for all my beloved ones.
I pray to Infant Jesus to bless.
My Infant Jesus, if I call anything, now I'm not praying, I'll talk to him. Daily I am talking to him only. My sorrows I will tell him. And certain things he will put me in my head. So immediately I will answer to that question and I'll thank him for Jesus. And I'll be answerable with that. Till today. What even in many cases I have asked, even now, few days. But I am happy, whatever I ask. Before that I will tell Jesus, Infant Jesus, when doctor comes and opens his leg, must be normal. Or must go to, the doctor comes to my godson and see about it, he must be normal. Everything I'll tell, each things I'll tell like that. And doctors telling the same thing. The same thing doctors when open
Grandma, can you give a blessing now for your children? Give us a blessing. Say one prayer right now for us.
Yes, my son.
Say one prayer together.
Many people will come to ask my blessing.
So now give us blessing for us, Grandma, for your children.
You bless mommy.
You bless your children now.
Even yesterday, Father, my son.
Yeah, but Grandma,
Yes.
now you bless us now. Now bless us.
Now you
Father,
bless.
Son and Holy Spirit, Holy Family, bless us all my children. Blessed God, all my 8 children. My children are here, my Jesus, you blessed God them. Guide them, my Jesus, give them everything, all the respecting what they want, you are to give them. That is my blessing, my Jesus. In Jesus, you blessed God and guide. Sacred Heart of Jesus, you guard and guide my children. With my Immaculate Mother, you guard and guide my children. Immaculate Infant Jesus, you guard and guide my children. My prayers are there for all my beloved ones. You give them everybody, what each one what they want. Even my prayers are there for them, my Jesus. I thank you, Jesus. I thank you for all my benefits and all my things what you're giving me. I thanking you, Jesus, and mercy. But yesterday.
Yeah, very good, very good.